All right. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for you guys to watch the game. So I'll be back after the game. Well, let's try. I do it. Yeah.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards on the ground.
And an Eagle first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Darius Geis, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Check. Here goes 15. Bang, 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 bang. H3, 218.
Now a give right side. Hilliard. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now on second and 13. Mahomes, he's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch. Hey, rip lift.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, nice 7.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Doug Patterson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on fourth down. They'll run for it. Geis, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Darryl Worley up to make the tackle. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there is the right call.
Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Fight on these two. Go on, Eddie.
56. Watch the...
Hey, 43.
He's checking.
Hey, left.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go on, Eddie.
36. Rip left. Watch 36. 36.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check safety. Hey, switch gears.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he's a little bit on the... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's in for two. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down one, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for one extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home
Every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to loft one, deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
56. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike. Color. Mike's 56.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Open man is Kirk, complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Real. Go.
Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Check. 180. Pistol. Watch the twist.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Hey, Charlie. Kill. Hey, check.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Hey, alert. Pistol.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, this is Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darius Geis with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Let's go.
Yellow!
I got it.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
43! 43! Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Yellow!
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Yellow!
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Hey, Ripley!
Check 49. Hey, alert 3.
Attack!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Doxson. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
That's good for Cardinals first down.
Right on these two.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, D. Jim.
15.
Jim. We got it.
Yellow.
Go.
On first down, Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch the run.
Hey, Yellow, go.
Delta. Check flag 47. Hey.
Now a give, right side. Hilliard. And he's got room. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Alpha. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Yellow. That's a line. 15.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, 15.
A give for Edwards running right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Yellow.
He's scared. Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll look to run with Edwards. Leaps, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Gus Edwards, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
180. Kings.
Alert 86. Alert 86.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 35. Mike 35.
Watch the slats. Regular.
Offensive party now.
First down, Mayfield. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
6-6. Pull it high.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now the throw left sideline here is complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check.
On first down, Hilliard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Joker, 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 joker. Blue dot Quarkers, blue dot Quarkers.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mahomes now on first down. It's hauled in by Jackson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to 2. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Yellow. Come on, AE.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Yellow, yellow.
4-7's a mile. Ooh. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got his man. This is Jackson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The fuck up, Travis. Now.
Fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Hey, 43.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes flush to his right. Completes it right side to Doxson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56. 56. Watch a slat. Watch a slat. Watch a slat. 56 to Mike. 56.
Hey, yo, hey, go.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, Woo, Eddie!
Stay with your man. Motion. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
On second down now. Hilliard. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Easy.
Watch the slat. Hayward. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Check 52.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's get it together, defense.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dontrell Hilliard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Run.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
24 is the mic. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And able to find Kirk complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7 and an Eagle first down.
180.
Strong right.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
24 is the mic. Record.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield now from the 50. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there on third down.
First down, Eagles.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Man, I got you.
Again, Geis. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with Geis, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
down these two. Tie down these two. All right, 80.
So we got man. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
All day, baby, all day.
Kill.
Attack.
Turn it up. Kill.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. 3rd down here. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. One last shot from Mayfield here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final
How many ships do I have following me right now? Like, chill.
All of them, Lane.